will not bow down to the terrorists in the Kashmir Valley. That was the direct message by Home Minister Amit Shah in this 3-day trip to Jammu and Kashmir. He travelled both to the Kashmir Valley and also to the Jammu region. Importantly, he also met the victims, the families of who are terror victims, and ensuring that a message going across to the people of J&K and across India. The trip now is in its last leg. Take a look at this report.
His first visit since the abrogation of Article 370 in August 2019. Home Minister Amit Shah makes a statement of confidence.
मैं आज आपके साथ मन खोलकर बात करना चाहता हूं, इसीलिए ना बुलेट प्रूफ है, ना कोई सिक्योरिटी है, मैं आपके सामने ऐसे ही खड़ा हूं.
While he ordered the removal of bulletproof glass while addressing the public in Srinagar on Monday, Amit Shah's 3-day-long visit to Jammu and Kashmir couldn't have come in more testing times. He landed in Srinagar on Saturday amidst a renewed bloodshed that has the valley simmering with anxiety. As soon as he arrived, Shah chaired an all-important meeting with the top security brass, telling them, in as many words, to flush out terrorists as soon as possible.
2.5 साल पहले जिस कश्मीर से पथराव के समाचार आते थे, टेररिज्म के समाचार आते थे, हिंसा के समाचार आते थे, आज वही कश्मीर में वही कश्मीर का युवा, वही जम्मू का युवा विकास की बात कर रहा है.
During the visit, Shah met the families of Jawans killed in action. He also met families of innocent civilians who were killed by terrorists. Apart from this, Shah's visit focused on the development of Jammu and Kashmir. He opened a new IIT campus in Jammu and inaugurated the first international flight from Srinagar to Sharjah, connecting the valley directly to the UAE.
मैं आप सबको विश्वास दिलाने आया हूं, विश्वास रखिएगा, विकास के युग में कोई खलल नहीं डाल पाएगा, जम्मू कश्मीर के विकास को कोई रोक नहीं पाएगा.
In a big message to Pakistan, Shah, along with the LG Manoj Sinha, visited the last BSF post on the Indo-Pak border in Arispura. Home Minister Amit Shah took the opportunity to launch an attack on those who opposed the abrogation of Article 370.
70 साल आपके 3 परिवारों ने राज किया, आपने क्या दिया इसका हिसाब लेकर आओ भाई. जम्मू कश्मीर की सरकार आपका हिसाब मांगे.
Shah's message was straight and simple. Before talking to Pakistan, he will talk to people of the valley.
फारूक साहब ने मुझे सलाह दी है कि भारत सरकार पाकिस्तान से बातचीत करे, मगर मैं फारूक साहब को कहना चाहता हूं और आप सबको विशेष करना चाहता हूं, बात करनी है तो मैं मेरे घाटी के भाइयों और बहनों के साथ बात करूंगा, घाटी के युवाओं के साथ.
Amit Shah's visit to Jammu and Kashmir has shown the centre's intent. Now comes the time to act on it. With Kamaljeet Sandhu in Srinagar and Sunilji in Jammu, Bureau Report, India Today.
And breaking news now coming in. This is National Conference Chief Dr. Farooq Abdullah has again reacted. He's again calling for talks with Pakistan. This statement was given in the far-flung Mandi area in Poonch district, which is in the Jammu region, and has said government will not be able to restore peace and normalcy in the Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir till resumption of dialogue with Pakistan. Remember, this is the second time that Dr. Farooq Abdullah has reacted to talks with Pakistan after already having said it a day before, to which even Home Minister Amit Shah has reacted. So now listen in. What exactly did Home Minister Amit Shah say with regard to Farooq Abdullah's batting for talks with Pakistan?
मित्रों, आज ही मैंने अखबार में देखा, फारूक साहब ने मुझे सलाह दी है कि भारत सरकार पाकिस्तान से बातचीत करे. अब खैर बड़े अनुभवी व्यक्ति है, मुख्यमंत्री रहे सूबे के, उनकी सलाह है मगर मैं फारूक साहब को कहना चाहता हूं और आप सबको विशेष करना चाहता हूं, बात करनी है तो मैं मेरे घाटी के भाइयों और बहनों के साथ बात करूंगा, घाटी के युवाओं के साथ।
But on the last day of that trip to Kashmir Valley, there was a big statement by the Home Minister Amit Shah in Kashmir. Importantly, that amid the threat of terrorism lurking in Kashmir, take a look at that visual on your screen. Amit Shah got the bulletproof cover removed in front of him to show that for now he does not need such security, and thereby as a symbolism expressing faith in the people there in Kashmir. This event was organized at the Sher-i-Kashmir International Convention Center, and he also then indirectly took a dig at Dr. Farooq Abdullah, saying though former Chief Minister suggested to rope in Pakistan for talks, Home Minister will talk directly to local Kashmiris and therefore expressing faith does not need this bullet cover. Now remember, the protocol as per the situation had expected that there was that bulletproof cover that he got removed. Home Minister also now has extended a bit of that trip. He will be staying tonight at the CRPF camp in South Kashmir in Pulwama and will likely return to Delhi tomorrow. Now remember, Farooq Abdullah has suggested, according to Amit Shah, to speak with Pakistan, but he said, I will speak to the people directly.
मेरे मन की बात भी थोड़ी कहना चाहता हूं। मुझे बहुत ताने सुनाए गए हैं, बहुत कोसा गया है, बहुत कड़े-कड़े शब्दों में मेरी निंदा की गई। मैं आज आपके साथ मन खोलकर बात करना चाहता हूं, इसीलिए ना बुलेट प्रूफ है, ना कोई सिक्योरिटी है, मैं आपके सामने ऐसे ही खड़ा हूं।
Union Home Minister right here, leaving the podium, coming right down to the ground, interacting with all these people out here. The message, which is loud and clear, that he wants to extend a hand of friendship to the people. And this is where things are. If we try and show you how things are here, him meeting, surrounded by people who have taken out cameras. So the message is loud and clear, that one, development which has not happened here will be seen. The other is how things will pan out in the next few years. He's saying any of these people could become leaders of tomorrow. And this opportunity will only come in this government. But clearly challenges are lying ahead. It's been a jam-packed program of Union Home Minister, but it's his messaging that he wants to communicate directly to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. With camera person Sanjeev, this is Kamaljit Sandhu in Srinagar for India Today.
And of course, they're suddenly pushing the security there around him into a tizzy, taking them by surprise, interacting, at least trying to interact directly with the local Kashmiris. Let's go on the ground now. My colleague Kamaljit Sandhu has been tracking Home Minister Amit Shah's visit and the ground situation in the valley. She's now live with me from Srinagar. Now, this is a big statement. Nevertheless, Kamal, the fact that you get the BP cover removed, you try and interact or show that I want to talk to the people directly, it is a big statement. But let's not take away from the fact that the ground situation in Kashmir is still tense in the background of over 10 civilians who were shot dead. What are you picking up from on the ground, at least for pro-India Kashmir voices that may get a boost by this visit? Over to you, Kamal.
Well, Pooja, as far as the semantics and symbolism is concerned, the Home Minister did put that front, especially this 3-day visit. Now, we can hear the sirens and we're still in the SKICC. So he's expected to be here shortly, where there's going to be a cultural program. This is also a participation, and there is going to be a program where he's going to head towards these shikaras and inaugurate another boat, cruise boat, we've been told, along with a laser show. But what is significant is his outreach. He said he wanted books and pens instead of arms and weapons, or for that matter, stones, saying this is what has been given to the youth, so they want a new chapter. The talk about Naya Kashmir in that particular sense, but many on the ground would say little has changed because there's still killings taking place. There is still a sense of insecurity. So yes, he's talked about development, he's talked about reaching out to the youth. But that hand of friendship was extended in that particular rally itself, and we saw him shaking hands with unknown people, a whole lot of BJP workers. But now is the time where the challenge has to come true, because remember, people are concerned, they're saying the bureaucracy here is barely available, is callous in certain fronts, a lot of work not being done. Security forces, on the other hand, do sometimes resort to extreme measures. But with this sort of things happening, and this is what we've been told by our sources, that is tarah ka system nahi chalega. So this is where it is, whether it is celebrations over a cricket match, or for that matter, terror prone zones, there will be a certain crackdown is what we've been told, and if need be, there would be a change even in the security forces front, because performance at this point of time becomes extremely crucial.
Absolutely.
But yes, his last visit is the most emphatic one, because that will be to Rama, where 40 PF Jawans were martyred in 2019.
Kamaljeet Sandhu tracking all the latest. Now that is the irony of Kashmir. What a beautiful visual of the sunset at the Dal Lake there. But of course the terror situation, the ground situation still remains tense. Can Amit Shah's symbolism at all make a difference in the Naya Kashmir? Only time will tell.